Hey everybody, I'm Tony Fleming from Fleming's Ultimate Garage. We are looking at possibly the finest vintage race car ever to be brought through these stores here. We've had plenty of cars from GT350Rs to 911s to all kinds of things. This right here, not only is it great looking, I'm standing here going around this car. I've already been around this car so many times, driven it. It is amazing. But I've looked through the stacks of receipt. And you know what? When you can back up a build by a receipt stack like this, almost $109,000 worth of hard receipts for the build of this car. This is not only a spectacular car, but maybe the best value, best buy on the planet right now. We're going to spend a little time looking at some things. We put a nice list of things together there. If there's something specific you want to see, I feel like we've done a good job, video, photos, test drive, stuff like that. We can certainly fine tune that if it needs to be a little bit more for you. I don't think it's going to last very long, and it's cool, and it's, I don't know, it's ridiculously good looking. All right, so we walk around this car, and what I get a lot of times from people is, that's a great looking car, but we don't know why it's a great looking car, and I want to highlight a few things. First off, the wheels look spectacular, and the reason the wheels look spectacular is because they have a lot of metallic in the paint. You say, what's the big deal about that? Well, that's what gives it that depth and shine and looks so good. The tires alone are like $1,400 because they are, they're Sprint Classics, so the replicas of the original tire back in the day. Why are they so expensive? Because they don't sell a lot of them to make them. You know, they got to make them just a few batches, but you want authentic? This is authentic, right? And we look around, I mean, just things like the cool mirror and the incredible body and how big the wheels and tires are for a smaller car like this. Once we get under the hood, you're going to see there's a lot of power in the detail there. Super sick. The undercarriage photos are spectacular. You could take this car to a car show today. Today it's ready to go either to the track, to a car show, or just leave in your garage, have a little sip of something, right, and enjoy that, right? Let's take a peek at the paint, because the paint is way nicer than the factory circa 1960s, but that's what you want in a show car. See how you can read every letter, nice and crisp, clear, everything, not just see the letters, but read them. Beautiful, all new chrome, stainless, grills, headlights, polished, everything there. And then, I mean, as we walk around this car, every little piece, every little nub, every little nut, every little wiper, polished, done. It's the detail stuff, man. That's how you end up with almost 110 grand worth of receipts. All right, so you want to see a lot of money spent? Let's take a second under here. First off, let's just touch the hood. I want you to see that's aluminum. This car is set up as the original lightweight Veloce. Do you know what it was like to source these kind of parts and have somebody make these things one at a time? Ridiculous. 2-liter engine, right? Aluminum head, twin side draft Webers, right? Twin spark. A lot of people don't know. Look at all these spark plug wires. Why? 2 spark plugs per cylinder, so you fire up and you get even more power out of it. Power disc brakes over here. Look at the detail under here, from the wiring to the labeling to the ram air induction, cold air through that entrance right there by the grill. Everything detailed, polished, even has the washer bag in there for the wipers. There's the washer squirters here, so it's like you could drive this car, or it was designed to be a race car. Even the crankcase ventilation system here has its own little cool little like K&N filter. And when you open the hood, I mean, it's all you can do is, every time we've opened the hood, and we see great stuff every day, when we open the hood, we all get around this car, because if you look at the detail from the handcrafted exhaust system over here with all the beautiful welds to how detailed the paint is all around, just every little nut, bolt, everything has been done. And then you throw in these lightweight panels around the car, and it's really like, that weighs nothing. All right, so finishing some detail stuff, like all new chrome and stainless. You say, well, Tone, of course, it's a fully restored car. It should have that. Yes. However, a lot of these things aren't made for these cars. And so you have to have a craftsman take out dings, dents, scratches of bumpers and stuff like that. And then someone else also to make you this spectacular piece. all aluminum, right? Trunk lid. This car is significantly lighter with over 100% more horsepower, right? This thing moves down the road, not to mention handles ridiculously well and is great looking. But look at the detail back here. This is a fuel cell. If you want to, this can be converted back to the gas tank if you just want to use it on a more regular. The gas tank, everything is all there. We've sourced the parts to do that, which can be done. It's kind of cool if you like that. Other people don't care. It's there. It's whatever you want. That can all happen. You know, when you're walking up to this car, it's these little touches like the wider wheel wells that have been done here to fit more wheel and tire in there. The period correct tires, the great looking wheels with the decals and stickers, like all of the little tiny things that make for a great car is beautiful on the outside. However, once you get inside, it needs to be representative of the same thing, and I think that they knocked it out of the park. Let's get in and check that out. I'll show you what I mean. So this still seats 4 people if you wanted to, which is pretty cool, right? However, it's set up for vintage racing if you wanted to. And I'm throwing out a lot of if you wanted to's because you know, it's bridging the gap between being a race car, being a show car. It has no miles on it. It was beautifully built and restored and really has not been driven. Matter of fact, we did the fine tuning here and we'll need some exercise once you get it. This even has little things like an onboard fire extinguisher system. It's all plumbed under the dash and around the engine compartment. If you pull this, that's part of vintage racing that you'd want to have. It has that in it. The dash is all new. The seats are new. The carpet is new. This beautiful made leather boot. This isn't plastic and vinyl. New headliner, the back seat. I mean, every nut and bolt. The little latches are re-chromed for the back windows. And you say, Tom, what's the big deal with the little latches? Well, it's not just the latches. It's like the window cranks. It's this. This is a 1967. We're doing this video in 2023, right? Just think about that, man. We're approaching the, you know, we're approaching the 60-year-old mark of this car, which is amazing. And the fact that it's in this condition and you can go for a drive in it this weekend is even more amazing. Throw in a full array of gauges on the dash there, a 200 kilometer-hour speedometer, 8,000 RPM tach, full gauges for oil, fuel, and things like that. Not to mention an incredible drivetrain, beautiful 5-speed transmission, and a clutch that's nice, man. It's not like a 5,000-pound clutch where you got to push your leg in and try to work this car. This car is meant to drive. That beautiful wheel. I'm rambling. I know I'm rambling because I'm excited. And when I get excited, I talk a lot. And when I talk a lot, sometimes I'll lose you. And I don't mean to be that way, but you got to know that this is a 2, 3, maybe even a 4-year effort to put in here to get to a car of this level, and be able to use it today is amazing. All right, so we close up this video. I want you to just think about a stack of receipts and spending $110,000 in many, many years building something. Unfortunately, this person got sick at the finish of this. He had a collection of cars that we're helping them move, and they're getting pennies on the dollar for how exotic this car is. It's an exotic car. You could go to any Cars and Coffee, and people will gather around. Unbelievable. People that know cars that can hear this and the trunk lid or see it when you open the fact that that's aluminum, the brakes, the detail underneath the car, the Alfaholics, you know, custom exhaust that's on there. Every piece of this car is top end. It is amazing. Anyway, call us 301-816-1000. We'll tell you all about this Giulia. And if you don't mind, hit the like button down below. That helps us get the message out. Maybe share it with your friends. They might like it as well. And I will see you on the next one.